As people become more willing to wear health tracking technology, doctors are discovering that some medical equipment at home is really helpful during this COVID-19 era, including something called a pulse oximeter. What is that, and should you have one? Let's check in right now with Dr. Tammy Penhollow, doctor of osteopathic medicine. Good morning to you. I'm glad you're here. If anyone has ever been in the hospital, perhaps they know what we're talking about. A little box that fits on your finger. Tell us what a pulse oximeter does and why you might want to consider having one.
Good morning, Melissa. Yes, a pulse oximeter reads the oxygen saturation of the body. So it's really some red and infrared lights that help look at the hemoglobin levels, and that can be extrapolated through and show you how well all of the tissues are getting their oxygen, something distal to the heart and lungs. So in your finger is where it's measured.
And is it easy for someone at home who doesn't have any medical knowledge to figure out what those numbers are and if they need to perhaps go get help from a doctor or a hospital?
This is one of the easiest devices you can have. You simply slip it on your finger and it's going to show you two numbers. The first number is going to be your pulse rate, and the second number is going to be the oxygen saturation, and it's going to have a percentage behind it. So you can have some predetermined number that you and your doctor have set, or just know in general, most people's pulse ox is in the high 90s when you're normal. If you're consistently in the low 90s or even below, that's a warning sign and time to talk to your doctor. If you've already had some, like I said, predetermined threshold, that you're going to go into the ER or call them and see if you need to go in for some treatment.
And they range anywhere online from $20 all the way to almost $200. Do you really need to spend a lot of money on this, or can you get one of the more affordable ones?
I think a more affordable one is absolutely fine. We're not looking at this as something that's going to track you for the life and death situation of in an operating suite, or you're knowing that you're right on that edge. We have more advanced pulse oximeters in the operating room and in the intensive care units, but for a screen and for something for you to be able to say, okay, this morning it's consistent, it's the same as it was yesterday morning, or if it's been changing, you've been slowly going from 98 to 97 and now you're 92, that's a warning sign, and a simple little $20 pulse ox is absolutely fine for that. It may be the trigger that gets you back into the hospital.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, but get you back into the hospital, even if you've recovered from COVID and you want to move from the hospital back into the home. This is something that can show your progress if you are consistently raising on your pulse oximetry after that, versus if you've taken a step back into more of a relapse that you may need to, again, call your doctor and get back in. So I like that it can be both a preventive, a clue on when you need to go in the first place, and then as you're recovering.
All right, Dr. Penhollow, it's an honor to talk to you. Thanks for your time today, and I think this is great knowledge for people to have at home. Spending $20 might really make a difference in their health care, so thank you for that.
You're welcome. Take care. Be safe.